Around 8 a.m. in the morning, I noticed our girl started labor. She had her vulva enlarged and she was going to the dung pile often. And this is how her vulva looked. Around 9 a.m., her water broke. There was a big gush of liquid that came out, and she was just sitting, not doing much. After 9:25, not much was happening. But then at 9:30, things finally started to progress. There was obvious contractions, and I could see that they were very productive. Each contraction she was having, there was more and more of a bulge coming out until finally I saw a little nose and then a little paw and then 2 legs, and the baby started to emerge. I had my towels set up there to catch the baby. I had to really fight the urge to not grab the baby. I kind of wanted to pull the baby out here, but I also just wanted to be patient and let nature take its course. It seemed like the baby was kind of stuck here, but it was all just normal. The baby was making these like gurgling noises or kind of like snorting noises and shaking its head, which was a good sign. It was just trying to get the fluids out, coughing those out, and shaking its little head to kind of clear its passageways. Tina was kind of resting here, not doing much. I was trying to help her, but she just also kind of stopped having contractions. But I decided to be patient, and then she had a couple big contractions here, and the baby started coming out more and more. I was glad I didn't yank hard because I didn't want to hurt the baby or anything. So I had a towel set up on the bottom and a towel in my hands, and I just wanted to gently catch the baby as it came out. The baby finally came out. I was ready there with my towels. I wanted to dry off the baby. He was pretty vigorous right away, so I wasn't very concerned, but there was some pieces of the sack over his face, which I was trying to clear away, get those little pieces off of him so that he could breathe well, and get him dried off so that he wasn't chilly. It was pretty chilly in the morning. So then we put him in a pen with just mom and the baby so that they could bond. And he was shivering, so I put him on the mat. It's like a dog blanket outdoor mat. I put it on low, on the lowest setting. And then I also used a blow dryer on the warm setting, not hot, to dry him off, get him warm. And then I ended up putting a coat on him because he was still a little chilly after that. But he did warm up after all those things. I would not recommend that bucket on the floor there. He did trip over that, get a little wet. So I did end up hanging that afterward. But when he was warm, he started nursing pretty good. I checked the mom. She had a little wax covering over her teats, which I tried to kind of milk. And she tolerated me doing that pretty well. So right after he nursed, the placenta started to come out, which was nice and easy. Didn't have to wait very long. So it seemed kind of weird with this blue bulge coming out. I'd never seen that coming out before, but it was pretty straightforward. After the placenta came out, I put it in a plastic trash bag and stuck it in the freezer so that it wouldn't attract predators. And then I'm gonna take it to the dump tomorrow on the trash day. So this is our setup here for the barn. We've got the dogs over on the other side. They get tucked in at night because they're still young. And then the barn, and then everybody here is meeting the baby for the first time. Everybody was very, very gentle. The gray alpaca was a little bit more not so well mannered. She was trying to like nibble on the baby's ears, but the mom would spit her off. She was very protective of the baby and she was being a good mama. But everybody was very curious about the baby, although they did meet the baby through the pen earlier, but this was the first moment the baby came out of the pen. I was able to get a weight on the baby of 17.8 pounds using our bathroom scale and weighing myself first and then weighing the baby and just subtracting. It's a little tricky on the uneven ground, but I put some plywood and sort of made it work, trying to level the ground. The dogs here, they were pretty chill. They were ignoring the baby for the most part, which was good. And the baby was pretty curious about the dogs. But mom wasn't happy about that. So after 5 hours, I gave the baby a fleet enema, just like really, really small amount, not much at all. And right away, the baby passed the meconium. So that was good. And then right after he passed the meconium, he got hungry and nursed on mom. So another good opportunity for a solid nursing. In the evening, I got the mom and the baby tucked into the baby pen and got the alpacas tucked into the barn as well so that everybody was all tucked in for the night and mom and the baby were separated. And here they are at night, all settled in, ready for bed.